Oh, that's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. Just kidding. Good morning. What's up? Let's do this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
Saying you want it bad will not get you results. But showing you want it bad will. Talking about it will not get you results. Doing it will. You see, in life, you have a choice. You can either be a spectator or you can be a participant. Spectators like to talk. Participants are all about action. You see, everybody talks a good game, don't they? But what separates the successful from the unknown is action. The successful, the champions of life, they take massive action. They don't hesitate. They don't procrastinate. They do not fear failure. They fear being average.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Wednesday. That's right. Today is Wednesday, October 7th, 2020. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday, October 7th, 2020. So I want to make sure that we make the absolute most, and I mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. My name is Glenn Lundy. I am the host of hashtag Rise and Grind. I'm also the founder of the hashtag Rise and Grind group on Facebook. If you're not a part of that group, I need you to hop on in there. Just search for hashtag Rise and Grind. You can see there's a little over 30,000 members. It is the only place online where I can guarantee that you are going to find nothing but motivation, education, and inspiration. Ain't no trash in there. Ain't no junk in there. We keep that sucker clean. We got the moderators that keep that sucker clean. It is a safe place for you to go for all things motivation, education, inspiration. It's also an opportunity for you to connect with other like-minded individuals that are out there trying to rise and grind. Hey, would you do me a favor? I want you to go ahead and check in below. So you'll see you've got a bunch of little emoticons right across your screen there. You've got the smiley face emoticon. You've got the love emoticon. You've got the care emoticon. You even have some sad emoticons. I want you to go ahead and click the emoticon. Let me know how you're feeling this morning. Are you ready to get out there and get it? Are you feeling excited? Are you smiling and laughing? Or you maybe feeling a little sad, but you need a little punch in the arm this morning? Don't drop it in the comments. That's where I want you to say good morning to me. But actually hit that little button. I see some cares. I see some hearts. I see happy faces. That's what I'm talking about. Whether you're watching live or on replay, go ahead and hit that little button. Check in. I want you to get used to doing that so I can get a pulse of what's going on in your world. I can see it right there in an image and it's fast and I appreciate that. Listen, this is Mental Health Week. That's right. This is Mental Health Week. We are diving in and talking about some of these stigmas, some of these things around mental health people don't like to talk about, right? We've been diving in and focusing on that all week long. We've been talking about different types of mental health illnesses, different types of disorders, different types of things like that. We've been talking about those things all week. As a matter of fact, Monday, we talked about some really good strategies, different things that you can put in place, how you can attack this thing, how we can keep our mind by using strategies and tools, how we can keep our mind pointed to the positive, right? Even in a world where things are kind of getting a little bit crazy, right? Monday, we actually really dove in, and Heather Parody and other members of the group, they really shared how hope, right? Hope heals through all the noise, through all the crazy, through all the chaos, hope heals. And so we talked about that a lot on Monday. We also talked about on Tuesday, we talked about how at home, right? It's really important. We got to be careful at home what we allow to permeate into our minds between music and television and all of those different things. Your home can actually feed the narrative. It can actually feed into the negativity. It can actually feed into some of the mental anxieties and fears and things like that that can come from this particular environment. So we got to be really careful at home. We got to be protectful at home. And I gave you 5 simple things, 5 things that you can maybe do around the home to help with that, including making sure you have a lot of sunlight. Sunlight is really, really good for the body. It's really good for the mind. Being really, 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 what's the word I'm looking for? Just being really intentional about what you put into your mind, all of your inputs between your music to your television, all of those things. We talked about how you could maybe do some gardening, get in the earth, do some planting, how that can be really good for your mind. We also talked about structure, organization, keeping it really clean, right? Having a clean environment, not a cluttered one, that also helps. And we also talked about if there's anything negative in your home, if there's any pictures on the wall that bring up negative feelings, clothing that brings up negative memories, anything like that that triggers anything negative, get that stuff out of there, dude. It's time for it to go, right? And so we talked about that yesterday. Today, we're going to go ahead and continue this conversation about mental health. And today, we're going to talk about mental health like throughout the day, man. You got this job, right? Like home is great. You got it organized. You're doing your planting. You got lots of sunlight. You're doing all the things. You're like, Glenn, I'm doing all of the things. Hello, Jessica and Louise. What is that? Jessica and Louise Compton. Awesome, right? You've done all these things. You've created this environment, right? You're feeling good in the morning. Go ahead and drop that again. If you just dropped in here, I want you to check in. Use the emoticons and let me know how you're feeling. Are you smiley? Are you happy? Are you love? Are you feeling like you just care? You're just warm and fuzzy. Maybe it's a sad, I don't know, but use those check-ins. I want to see those emoticons. It gives me an idea and a feel and a pulse for what's going on with you. So try to do that with me. If you join me every day, I would love for you to start off every episode by just checking in, hitting that button. Let me know where you're at, right? So you got it all in place and then you go to work. Right? You got it all in place and then you go to work and you're like, dude, work sucks, man. Work sucks. Like everything goes out the window, right? You've got some bad managers, there's some bad habits, there's some bad talk, there's etc., right? Like all of those things. So how do we keep our gas tank clean? That's the question, right? How do we keep our gas tank clean amongst all the opportunities for this sludge, this sticky, nasty stuff to get into our space? How do we do that, dude? Glenn, I'm asking you. Hi, Giselle Landry. Great to see you. Glenn, I'm asking you. Like, how do I keep it clean, bro? I'm starting off the day right. Right? At first, it feels good at home, but then I get to work and things get a little bit crazy. How do I attack that? So we're going to talk about that today. But first thing we got to do this morning, before we dive into all that, there's something that we have to do. Oh, this song. That's what I'm talking about. It's been a while since we listened to this one. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button. Because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. That's right. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. It's also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up, I'll say what's up back. Dude, Liza, how about your girl running like 5.5 minute miles? Are you kidding me? I'm going to need you to step it up today. That's right, Liza. Today is CMA Day, Wednesday. Carter Myers Automotive Group in Virginia. incredible organization led by some incredible superhumans. Liza is one of them. She's out there running right now, and now she's picking up the pace. I can see her. I can see her picking up the pace right here, right now. Hey, if you're looking for a career change, you want to be a part of an amazing organization, you got to go join Carter Myers Automotive Group out there in Virginia. It's just a bunch of incredible superhumans doing incredible things. You want to wake up every day and be like excited to go to work? That's the place that you want to work. I'm just saying. They got it going on over there. All right. I also want to say good morning to John Gayheimer. What's up, John? How you doing? Whitney Wells. Mike Romans is up in here. Bill McLean. Great to see you. How you doing, Angie Ruffer? We got Carmilla and Mike. Well, it's really Carmilla is in the house this morning. There's Liza. She says she's on it. What's up, Amanda Sander, Janelle Griego, Jeff Baker, Don Sankey, Lisa Cook Bourne, Kimberly Garner. That's right. I see the likes. I see the hearts. That fuels my energy. Tag some friends. Hit the shares. Let's go, dude. We got to talk about this stuff this week. We got to give people the tools they need to kick some rear end out there. I'm being nice. I know there's some kids that watch. What's up, Krista Bug? How are you? Hey, for those of you that are listening on the podcast, I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. Drop a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate you too. Drop a comment. Leave a review. Let me know. If you're watching on the replay, 8:30 a.m. live, right? 5:30 Pacific time. Good morning. Great to see you. I love you. You're an amazing human being, and I appreciate you. Also, before we dive in, if you haven't done so already, make sure you go get your shirt. Make sure you go get your shirt. RISEANDGRIND offline.com. That's where you can go get a shirt. You can go get a Raglan t-shirt as we continue to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This month, we're bringing awareness for breast cancer and also raising funds for Bobby Niehaus and her organization, My Pink Navigator, an organization that is supporting and taking care of women as they go through this breast cancer battle. They're there to support them, help them feel comfortable. They do some really amazing things, man. Really amazing things. So all month long, you have a little star button right there at the bottom. If you drop some stars in here, 100% of those stars are going directly to Bobby and her organization. If you buy a t-shirt, we drop all the proceeds on Bobby and her organization also. So go get yourself a t-shirt, RISEANDGRINDoffline.com. You can do that. Now it's time for us to dive into today. I'm going to give you some strategies, some simple tips, some way that you can keep the sludge out all day, even when you're at work, right here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Thanks for the stars, Bill. Appreciate that.
The term mental health, what do you think? For me, I've always thought depression, anxiety, mental illness, until a professor challenged me on this thought. Dr. Bill was so cool. He always wore these suits with a tie and carried a briefcase, and I'm pretty sure that he was born in like the 1800s. But one thing's for sure, he loved people, and he loved the topic of prevention. Doing some research with him, he challenged me. He said, young lady, if you really care about a problem, you are going to be invested in the topic of prevention. As silly as it sounds, he was the first one that really drew my attention to that last word, health. How do we stay mentally healthy when pain happens, when life throws us a curveball? We can prevent mental illness. So I wanted to hear from you. Rise and Grind. How do you stay mentally healthy?
Listening to positive podcasts, YouTube videos, reading empowering books. I also like to meditate, take long walks in nature. I have a one that you may laugh at, but I have to share it. It's organization. I like to organize. It gives me clarity, and it actually gives me help reprogramming are clearing out my mentality up here.
Two things in terms of mental health. And listen, I want to make sure I'm super serious about one thing. If somebody has like a genuine mental health issue that, professional help, that's something that they got to look toward. From like a day-to-day basis, there's two things, my faith and exercise. Those two things, prayer, meditation, getting connected with the spirit, that's a huge thing for me. And then, of course, you'll be completely blown away just how inconsequential, things can be after like a 45-minute walk or run. It just really gives great perspective.
For me, I have to have my time in the morning to get my day started. I get up at 5 a.m. before the whole house is awake because it's just chaos. As you know, if you're a mom or just busy person, I do 20 to 30 minutes of some kind of a workout just to get my body moving. And then I watch my favorite hashtag Rise and Grind because it's a motivational, educational, and just the community there. I write down my gratitudes. If you write down what you're grateful for, it'll just set your day off better. I mean, even if it's just, I'm grateful for coffee because hello, we all need coffee. Or, bacon because, bacon makes everything better.
I was writing down things that I was thankful for. In a period of my life, I didn't have much hope. I was really struggling. I felt isolated. One day I could write down one thing. Hey, I'm breathing. Hey, I'm walking. That's what keeps me mentally healthy, is looking at the things that I'm thankful for. The morning 5 and hashtag Rise and Grind really enhanced that to another level because it added my goals in front of my face every day. The thing that's been very helpful for me is journaling. So I've been journaling since I was 26. You're talking 20 some years now. I can pick up any one of those journals from 5 or 6 years ago and see where I was at and see where I'm at today.
Every morning I get up at 3:30 and I do that to conduct what I say is the most important meeting of the day. And that's called my morning mindset meeting. Wake up, I hydrate, I grab the coffee, I hit the Bible. I spend time reading books. I hit my gratitudes. And every day, the first gratitude on my journal every single day is that I'm grateful that God chose to wake me up today. That is the foundation for every day. If I don't work on my mindset early in the morning, then I'm good for no one else that I meet with. And that is really what keeps me going day after day after day.
Staying mentally healthy. So you can see here, I have an earpiece in my ear. This is my secret weapon. I can at any time during the day plug in something positive, even if things around me are going negative. So this is my secret weapon, is staying plugged in positive, encouraging music, mostly talking though, mostly encouraging speeches and things like that.
One way that I try to find a way to stay mentally healthy is surrounding the 4 F's. Focusing on my family, my faith, my fitness, and finances, and knowing that God has the path for me. If I just stay on his walk and focus on those 4 components of my life, that's what helps me with my mental health.
Most of the Rise and Grind family who are close to me, or they know that I'm a hospice chaplain, so I deal with death on a daily basis. If I don't stay healthy daily, I'm going to be depressed. I'm going to be messed up because I'm in a constant grieving process. So the first thing I got to do on a daily basis, me, my wife, and my daughter, we pray before any of us leave the house. Every Monday through Friday, we pray.
Okay, now it's your turn. Comment and let us know, what do you do to stay mentally healthy?
That's my girl, Heather Parody, my co-host here on hashtag Rise and Grind. What do you do to stay mentally healthy? Drop that down in the comments below. Dude, I got to share a little story with you. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I have been in the automotive industry for 23. I guess it's 23 years now. Crazy, man. Been in the automotive industry. Took a little hiatus in the middle. Took a little time off right there in the middle. But in the auto industry, I really have 2 seasons. So a lot of you see me now. You see me working with dealerships all over the country, doing a lot of big things in the automotive world. Got to spend time with Jim Fitzpatrick, who's on here this morning. Got to spend time with him yesterday on CBT News. So a lot of you guys see that. But there was actually a season for me where I did not have success in the auto industry. I mean, I made a little bit of money, but my life was in shambles, dude. Like literally shambles, right? Lost custody of my 6-year-old daughter, just all of the things, right? So I have 2 seasons in the automotive industry. I have a season in the automotive industry that is very successful, been very fruitful, I was able to help grow a dealership in a small town 800%. And that set the stage to now allow me to work with great organizations like Carter Myers Automotive Group, and so on and so forth. And so I want you to understand that in those 2 seasons, right? There was the initial season for me was 8 years, 8 years where I dreaded going to work, 8 years where my work environment was just pouring sludge into my tank, 8 years where I spent pretty much every day at the end of the day, like this guy right here, man, throwing back some cocktails to try to drown my sorrows. Like that was actually acceptable, man. I remember waking up in positions and places that a man shouldn't wake up, and then picking up the phone, like, well, let's go. We'll go get back at it again, right? Like I had that season, and I know there's a lot of people in business that deal with that. They dread going to work. They don't look forward to it. It's just this environment. See, the environment that I was in back then was toxic. It was incredibly toxic. In a lot of environments in the auto industry, and I'm assuming in most businesses, I mean, I know auto, but I'm sure it's the same. They're environments that feed into these negative narratives. I mean, if you look across the auto industry, you're going to see, divorce runs rampant in the industry. We spend a lot of time in the office and not really focused on spending time together. There is, what's the right word? Infidelity, Infidelity exists in the auto industry, and I'm sure lots of other industries. I mean, if you think about it, one of the most incredible and powerful equations, like if you don't know this equation, I'll share it with you real quick. One of the most incredible and powerful equations that exist is frequency plus proximity equals affinity. The more often we are around people, and the closer we are in proximity to them, as long as it's a positive interaction, the affinity increases. We become more attracted to one another. So when you're spending 70 hours with someone at work and you're spending 5 hours with someone at home, what happens, man? What do you expect is going to happen? I mean, that's just law. That's physics. That's how it works. Frequency plus proximity equals affinity. So when we lose focus on some of these other areas of our life, it's not surprising that these other areas of our life fall apart. So the environment that I was in that season of my life was volatile. But now here on the other side, I have another season in automotive where I've had massive success, where I loved going to work every single day. Loved it. Every single day. And so how do you do that, right? Like, how do you make that shift when you're in these high stress environments and there's a lot of pressure to perform, and you've got all these, all these emails and all these posts and notifications and all these different things going on, and then you want to blend in. You've got a desire to want to blend in with the rest of the team and do the things that the rest of the team are doing. How do you avoid allowing all of that sludge into your tank? We touched on it right there in the video with Heather. You've probably heard about it here before on this show, and I'm just going to tell you, the answer is the morning 5. The answer is having a powerful morning routine every single day. That is your reset button. That is your rest, the opportunity to rest your mind and reset. You must carve out that time. You must carve out time to write down your gratitude and your goals. You must carve out time to spend time with yourself. You must. You have to have strong roots. You have to have a strong foundation. There's no way around it. If you're getting up and the first thing you're doing is jumping into the world, then I promise you the world is going to spend the entire day jumping into your mind. It's just fact. If you want to learn more about this, go to themorning5.com, themorning5.com. I actually wrote a short little book. You can read it in about 30 or 40 minutes, or you can listen to the Audible, themorning5.com. There's 5 simple steps. I'm going to give them to you right here. Step 1, never hit the snooze button. There are scientific reasons behind this. Your body is designed a certain way to wake you up, to be alert, and to be ready and to consume. When you press the snooze button, you jack that all up, dude. I don't just suggest these things. It's not like just a cool thing. I don't hit the snooze button. Well, I get the first win of the day, which, yeah, it does give you that. But, dude, there's scientific reasons behind this. You got to hear me on this. You got to throw that snooze button out the window. It's killing you, man. No snooze button first thing in the morning. The second thing is you have to spend time, the second thing is do not touch your phone first thing in the morning. Do not. Allow a little bit of that sunshine in if the sun's up. If the sun's not up yet, dude, put some mellow music with no words. Do not allow anything from the outside to permeate inside your mind first thing in the morning. Protect it. That's your time. That's your space. No snooze first thing in the morning. Do not touch your phone first thing in the morning. Glenn, but I touch my phone to watch you. Your show's so motivational and educational. That's great, dude. You shouldn't. I should not be the first thing. Wake up earlier. But Glenn, I'm already waking up at 5:15. Are you kidding me? I'm not kidding you. Get up earlier, dude. The first thing you should do should not be jumping into me. What if I say something? What if I'm in a mood? What if my energy's off? Why would you allow me to control your destiny, your future, your foundation? Dude, I'm just a guy. I'm just a human. You are powerful. You are powerful, man. You're going to receive downloads from the God of the universe when you create space for that. So wake up a little bit earlier, dude. Then come join me live. For real, I get up at 3:50. I get up at 3:50 so that I can have time and space before I jump into the things that I do with you. Am I like, yeah, I get to get up at 3:50, rah, rah, rah? No, dude. It's just what I got to do to have foundation so that I can have success all day long. Do you want success all day long? Then do what you got to do, dude. Don't touch your phone first thing in the morning. Write down your gratitude and goals. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? And what are you reaching for? You need to know both of those things. We got to spend some time. We're setting the frequency. When you write down what you're thankful for, it brings you to the present. It draws you into here, right? And it helps you see how far you've come and all that you've accomplished because you're amazing. So we start with gratitude, then we reach. We go into our goals. That's step 3. Step 4 is you have to take care of the physical. Dude, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest stays at rest. Get the body moving. Get the blood flowing. Get the heart pumping. Take care of this thing, dude. You got to, take care of it. You don't have to be Schwarzenegger, but, come on, put it together, dude. Put it together. Get your body going. Feel good about yourself. If you feel good about yourself, then you're not going to let these guys or these yahoos, they're not going to be able to control you. They're not going to be able to influence you. When you feel good about yourself, then you don't end up spending every single night drinking yourself to sleep. Dude, take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. And number 5 is you got to send out an encouraging message. You got to do like what we do right here on #RiseAndGrind. You just got to send out a text message. Maybe you want to send somebody a short little video, whatever it is. Send out an encouraging message to lift someone else up because you've spent the entire morning on self. And that was rather selfish of you. And that's exactly how you need to be. You need to be incredibly selfish first thing in the morning. Do not let anyone else into your space. It is yours and yours alone. That is the only time you are going to have all stinking day that belongs to you. So you deserve that. You got to put the oxygen mask on you first before you could help anyone else. But once that's said and done, you got to release that energy out into the world so the universe can do what it does, which is reciprocates energy. All right? The universe reciprocates energy. So you've got to release the positive out. Positive comes back. That's how it works. Send out an encouraging message. Text somebody. Send somebody a message on Facebook. Whatever you got to do, encourage, lift somebody else up. Do those 5 simple things every single day. It'll change your life. I promise. It will help you keep the sludge out. As a matter of fact, I believe in it so much that we have a 67-day challenge. It takes 67 days before something becomes easier to do than to not do. If you can do this every day, these 5 steps every single day, if you can do it, then I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up with a bunch of gear. I'll send you a bunch of Rise and Grind gear, all that. We'll send you some shirts, some hats, some water bottles free, completely free. Because I know for a fact, people are like, well, Glenn, how can you do that? First of all, it's on your honor, right? You just got to do those things. Do the Morning 5, post it every day. Use the hashtag the Morning 5 so I can see it. You can go to themorning5.com for more details. Do it for 67 days. I'll give you free stuff. Well, Glenn, how does that make sense? Why would you give away a bunch of free stuff to people if they do it? Here's why. If you achieve that, if you do that every day for 67 days, it'll transform your life. And I assure you, I promise you, that will come back. It will reciprocate that energy. When you go, Glenn, thank you so much. My life has been completely transformed. That's a win for me. It's not always about the dollars, my friends. It's about the impact we can make in other people's lives, because we're all children of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything, made you to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not an average, not above average, not a little below average, but the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And when you start off your day, when you attack your day, when you save that space and you make it about you, that moves you in the right direction. That decision helps you make an impact in other people's lives, your friends, your family members, your coworkers, and yours truly. Dude, I stinking love you. Get out there. Sorry for running a couple minutes late. I love you. Make sure you hit the share button. Make sure you drop your little emoticon so I know how you're feeling. And take care. Have a great day. CMA Day here on Wednesday. Excited to see you guys, my Carter Myers Automotive team. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye-bye. Which song? That one. Go do it, dude. Do it now. Yes, you. Go to the Morning 5. Go to the Morning 5 right now. Morning5.com. Download it. It's a free ebook. You can read it. It's free. It doesn't cost you nothing. Change your life. It'll change your life. You be looking like this. You be like, yep. That's me. Nice and peaceful. Feeling good. That's right. Got my little drink on. Maybe you be looking like this. Be dancing. Be like, that's right. That's me. Yep. Feeling good. Loving it. That's right. Come on. Can't nobody stop me now. Can't nobody stop me now. Right? That's what I'm talking about.